Hey, what is up, everyone? This is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram, and today we are going to be doing a BTAS review on one of my favorite new Batman Adventures episodes. And I'm actually going to give a list of my favorite new Batman Animated Adventure episodes, so it doesn't seem like I'm just randomly saying, oh, this is one of my favorites after a while of doing this. So, just so we have it on record, my favorite episodes of the new Batman Adventures are, I like Holiday Nights, which we just did yesterday. I like this one, Sins of the Father. I like You Scratch My Back, the Nightwing and Catwing episode. I like Old Wounds with Nightwing talking about how he stopped being Robin. I like Growing Pains, which is a Clayface episode. I like Legends of the Dark Knights, Mad Love, and I believe that's it. I enjoy Love is a Crock. It's not one of my favorites, but yeah. Hopefully I didn't leave any out of my absolute favorites from this episode. Oh, I did. Over the Edge. Over the Edge is one of the best, and I'm sure you guys know that. So those are some of my favorites from the new Batman Adventures. So when we're going through these and I say this is one of my favorites, you can refer back to this and see if I'm actually telling the truth. So anyway, today's episode is called Sins of the Father, and it is how Tim Drake became Robin. And it starts off with us seeing him fleeing from a cop. He just stole some donuts, so he's probably starving, especially to steal them from a cop. So he's fleeing, he's getting away down an alley, and he's kind of cornered, and in order to get away, he uses a old batarang that he found at the scene of a crime where Batman was. And so he's proficient with the batarang already. That's one less thing that he has to train, I guess. And he gets away, and he gets back to his place where his dad's apartment, and there waiting for him are two thugs. And they're both Two-Face's thugs. And apparently, Tim Drake's dad had a code that Two-Face needed, but he fled town, and Two-Face is looking for him. So he goes after the son, trying to find out where he is. Batman shows up, but Two-Face incapacitates Batman, and Tim Drake has to get Batman into the Batboat, and they flee. They get to the Batcave, and Alfred has to dress up the wounds of Batman. And while he's doing that, Tim Drake looks around. He sees the Robin costume, little foreshadowing. Then he goes upstairs and finds out that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but Batgirl stops him. And then from there, they start asking him questions like, so what was your dad doing? What was your dad involved in? Why was Two-Face after him? All these kind of things. Tim Drake does eventually give a hint of where Two-Face might be, and that's at the old Janus movie theater. So Batman and Batgirl head there, and Tim Drake wants to go, but of course Batman says no, stay there. But Tim Drake gets different ideas and puts on the Robin costume and shows up at the Janus movie theater in order to help Batman and Batgirl. He ends up getting caught by Two-Face for a little bit, but Batman and Batgirl take care of it. And in the end, they stop Two-Face, and we have a new Robin. And then the next scene after that, we get to see Bruce Wayne, Alfred, Batgirl, and Tim, and they're all in a training facility, and we see Bruce Wayne training Tim and telling him the rules, about how he makes the rules, you have to give him all you got. And then at the very end we see Dick Grayson in the shadows, and he appears, so it's cool to see that he's back. And then that's how the episode ends. And it's a really fun episode. It really sets the tone for the new style, the new color palette, the new animation in general. you get to see more new character designs like Two-Face. It's not too much different, but it is a little different. The Robin costume is different. I believe I said that yesterday, but it's cool seeing the red and black. Then, yeah, it's cool to see that they brought Dick Grayson back, and I mean, I like how the episode ends on a very high note, full of promise. You get to see them training. It's like a whole new era. And then on top of that, you get to see the return of Dick Grayson, and you're just in the back of your head hoping that, you know what, I hope that he becomes Nightwing. I hope we get to see that. And of course, we eventually do. The coolest thing about this whole episode, there's always gimmicks with Two-Face. Like in this one, he wanted 2 million by 2 a.m. where he was going to release 2 different kinds of chemicals and all this stuff. But the one gimmick I thought was more subtle and had more meaning than I think, or maybe the writers did mean it, was the Janus movie theater. Janus is the god for, it's like a two-faced god that always appears having 2 faces. And they even mentioned him in the Zeus episode, Maxie's Zeus episode, where he thought Two-Face was Janus, the two-faced god. But also, if you look, Janus is the god of like beginnings and new starts and stuff like that. So I thought it was cool that you get to see the first appearance of Robin in the Janus movie theater. So it's kind of symbolic. You know, this is a new beginning, a new era, and this is a new Robin, and so this is a new style TV, a new Batman Adventures show. So it was very cool. I thought that had a lot of meaning. I don't know if the writers intended it or not, but with these writers, I'm sure they did mean to do something like that. So it's just little things like that always add to the show, and I would never even realize that till today. And remembering the episode where Max Zeus was in and he called Two-Face Janus, I was like, oh yeah, and then you look it up and he's actually the god of beginnings and duality and different things. So I love, like, Tim Drake does have a duality to him because he's also Tim Drake and he's Robin, and he is officially becoming that in the movie theater. So it's just cool, those little touches and those little references. So I hope that I didn't sound like I'm too crazy. I hope that you got what I was trying to say. But that is the episode review for today. I'm excited to go into the 4th season because I just feel like there's a lot of good in it, even though people tend not to want to give it a chance. I'm glad that you guys are giving it a chance with me, even though I'm sure you guys already love it. I know a lot of people don't, though, because of the new animation style, but hopefully as we go through this, you remember just how good they continue to be. So, hope you have a good day. Stick around for an action figure review today. It's going to be on a certain 5-pack, so should be fun. Alright? I'll see you soon.